Hey everybody, welcome back. So you may notice that our Demon Hunter here has leveled a bit. I went ahead and took advantage of the dailies of taking down a scenario, some dungeon bosses, and even some raid bosses. We're up to level 31, because as you can see, once you get to level 25, you can actually queue for LFR Mogushan Vaults. So yeah. Also, you may notice this. So, recently, Blizzard was like, you know what, maybe you guys are not earning enough to actually, like, acquire everything at the pace you want while also upgrading your gear. So, we're going to up how much you can get. So, they've increased how much bronze you get from caches by 100%, and the threads earned from spools by 200%. So yeah, these are now gonna make our cloak even stronger now. So obviously this is a character that has not done much yet, but you know, we'll get there. We'll work on it. I'm sure it'll grow as we continue. But before we continue, let me tell you a bit about this group we've just encountered. These are the Jinyu. Now, you may have no idea what these are, where they come from. So let me go ahead and give you a little bit of a backstory. And I forget whether or not they're actually going to explain this in the game or not. But as we're going to find out, the Jinyu have been around for a very long time. I even pulled up the Wowpedia page just to go ahead and remind myself a bit about some of the history and the lore about the Jinyu. They are an elder and wise race that are looked up to even by the Pandarians. They are masters of the water and have been known to stick their staves in rivers and literally hear what the land is saying. So they are water speakers. You can even, I wouldn't say they're waterbenders, but you know, that's a whole different discussion. The Jinyu originated from murlocs, who were fortunate enough to live near the enchanted pools of the Vale of Eternal Blossoms. Yes, the Jinyu used to be murlocs. So these are not murlocs, they are Jinyu. The magic of the pools expanded their minds and grew their bodies until they became one of the great ancient cultures of Pandaria. They worshipped the august celestials, and in return, the spirits offered them knowledge and guidance. For a time, there was peace. And we will encounter another one of these when we go to a place called the Temple of the Jade Serpent later on in this zone. And there's some history about what happened before the Sundering, you know, and what happened with the Empire and the Mogu Dynasty. We'll talk, of course, more about the Mogu, and, of course, also their feud with the Hosen. This is actually one of those things here that the Jinyu and the Hosen have been rivals for a very long time. Many thousands of years ago, the Pearlfin tribe stood on the throne of all of Pandaria. At some point, the Hosen approached them for help. The Jinyu felt sorry for them and taught them how to survive. The Jinyu gave them their trust, but over time, the Hosen grew strong and bold and began taking the land for their own, leading them to betray the ones that had helped them. Over time, the Jinyu experienced a waning of their own numbers and influence, with Pearlfin village now all that is left of their people. The Jinyu appeared to blame the Hosen for the fall of all their people, and have been distrustful of outsiders and at war with the Hosen ever since. And that kind of brings us to here, because we are now in said Pearlfin village, which brings us to meeting them here in Pandaria. But yeah, these used to be murlocs, which, yeah. I almost want to jokingly let my guild know, it's like, hey, maybe we should call ourselves full Jinyu instead of full murloc. I don't know if that's going to go over well.
At ease, soldier. Goodbye.
I've been thinking. We are cut off from support and a long way from home. Although these Pearlfin Jinyu mistrust our presence, they do not appear to be hostile. If we could convince them that we are their friends, an alliance between our races could prove extremely valuable. Nixadar, you must go speak to the Jinyu around the village. Convince their leaders that we are not to be feared and that we only wish for peace.
Back to your duties. I'm counting on you.
We do not have time to wait around for the Admiral to recover. Sully and I are planning to search for Anduin to the north, but we'll need supplies for our journey. The lake here is teeming with wildlife, which we have received permission to hunt. Go and gather some supplies while Sully and I finalize our preparations.
Goodbye.
You say you come in peace, yet you wear strong armor and wield many weapons. How do you explain that? Please allow us a chance to prove our friendship. We wish you no harm. No harm? Pah! Many thousands years ago, the Pearlfin tribe stood on the throne of all of Pandaria. Now this village is all that is left of our people. All because we trusted a tribe of outsiders. The Hosen. So it does look like you get to learn a bit more about their history here. You notice the mystics are here. Pool watchers and a water speaker. Elder Lushan. Look around you. See how the waters bring life? We are grateful for our blessings, and we rejoice in our people. I come from the Alliance. We wish to be allies, not enemies. Stranger, have you ever seen a stone fall into a calm lake? Every action creates a ripple, even accepting a pledge of friendship. I shall think upon your request. This seems contradictory. Yes, be our friends, and now watch us, kill a bunch of tortoises. That's really gonna win us over with them. Yeah, Yes, we're the Alliance. We come in peace. We mean you no harm, except to these tortoises that might be your friends. But we wouldn't even think about that. We're only thinking about supplies for ourselves, all right? I'm joking, but it just seems kind of odd. We're asking them, hey, we're friendly, we come in peace, and yet here we are then going into a pool right where they are. I mean, there are villagers right here, and they're watching us kill these tortoises just because they offer meat for supplies. You know?
Closer.
Like, what if these tortoises are their friends? Did the Alliance even bother to question that or find out? No! We need supplies, therefore they must die. The stronger our defenders, the greater our chance of survival. But that should be obvious, even to someone like you. My friends and I come with peaceful intentions. Actions speak louder than intent, stranger. My warriors intend to seek retribution, but only practice will make it so. Now go away. We are busy. He's gonna he's doing the Shang thing. Let's get down to business. I'm going to make a man out of you. Come on, you saw that. How could you not think that? Did they send me daughters when I asked for sons? Oh, hey, someone got the Shaw of Anger mount. I hear that with fire and force you shape metals for war. I can achieve this through the pressures of water and a mastery of their densities. What are you doing?
May the current...
Ah, you must be the outsider. Sadly, I am making weapons for war. Once, not long ago, I made instruments for prayer and celebration. It is this war that makes everyone stand on edge.
I've got quite the catch. May your feet never dry.
What is that? Is it some sort of giant flying whale? It's so much larger than any of the Pandaran balloons. Does it belong to the outsiders? Hold on. Free 18 bronze right there.
Keep your eyes open. Back to your duties.
Sounds like you made quite the good impression. Well done.
I'm counting on you. Back to your duties.
Well, you have done what you could through diplomacy. Now we can only prove ourselves to the Pearlfin through our deeds. Well, this should be plenty. Thank you.
I'm counting on you.
Admiral, it's good to see that you're okay.
Hi, Rogers. Oh, Taylor's up.
I'm afraid you'll have to...
Yes, Admiral. Godspeed.
I've been ordered back to the main battle group to provide care...
Improvise. Nightwind, take your men and scout the interior. Look for a Horde presence. And find Prince Anduin. If there's any sign of Anduin, we'll find it.
Wait.
Put on your big boy pants, Taylor. I will leave the SI-7 officers with you. I suggest a scouting mission.
I will send...
Maybe you can recruit some of the locals.
Oh my gosh, stop talking over each other!
You want me?
Yes, Admiral.
Please, bring him back safely.
Godspeed.
Oh my gosh. Oh, it's because of the other player, that's why. Oh.
We'll return as soon as we can.
Very well. Let us proceed.
Make friends with the Jinyu. We may need them before this mission is over, and that's an order. Hashtag other players.
Adversity, our constant companion.
We recently lost a fierce battle against the Hosen at Moonwater Retreat. We evacuated as many of our people as we could, but still, there were many we could not save. We have no tokens of our loss over which to send our prayers. If someone could go and retrieve the heirlooms from the dead bodies, we could properly lay them to rest and move on. It would mean so much to us if you could do this. Oh dear, oh dear. The Elder mustn't find out. I must have left the Elder ceremonial instruments behind during the escape, but Moonwater Retreat is crawling with Hosen by now. What sort of pearl keeper am I to have lost them so carelessly? Stranger, could you find it in your heart to help me? Of course. Look at how... because of the amount of mastery I have, look at how much faster I'm running now. Because I finally now got the Pursuit talent, which for your Havoc Demon Hunters is that your mastery increases your movement speed. Yes, obviously one of the more important things for a Demon Hunter right now is that mastery improves your AoE damage because of the chaos damage, especially once you get any means necessary. But being able to increase your movement speed, I also really like. I like being able to go fast. What? I don't like being slow. Now, let's see. The Hosen!
I'm out of range. I need a target. It is too far away.
Where are these heirlooms? Oh, they're over here. Yeah, they're over here. Gotcha. It's worth noting that if you're watching these side by side and you're wondering, wait a minute, are these the Hosen we're allying with as the Horde? No. In fact, you'll notice that if you pay attention, if you're watching these side by side, we don't really, even though we will actually see the villages that our Horde and Alliance characters get to interact with, we don't actually see, like, the same of that group. Aha. Unlike the fire and heat forges of the Pandaren and Mogu, the Jinyu have mastered the art of water forging. They shape stone and metal by using the pressures and currents of water. Originally, they would scavenge for polished stone and materials in the river. They developed an eye for the places that would provide the best quality bubbles and rocks. Over the ages, they have learned to manipulate water through their magics to craft exceptional edifices of rock and stone. They defy rivalry. Their weapons and armor are as hard as any forged steel, and their walls often appear to be constructed without seams. Oh, okay, we get them from these Jinyu that have been killed by these Hosen. But again, these are not the Hosen that we befriend as the Horde. These are a separate group of Hosen. Just like when we are on the Horde, we interact with a separate group of Jinyu that are not part of the group that we interact with as the Alliance.
I'm out of range.
Alright, we've got the heirlooms now to try and get the last piece we need, which are these rosewood beads. There we go. So word is the War Within pre-patch is going to be very, very soon. It's also going to be going on at the same time that this event goes on. I honestly don't know how much I would actually have to spend time in the pre-patch. I don't want it to take away from doing this because, yeah, with just a couple months left in this event, I'm starting to be like, oh gosh, if I actually am going to commit to this playthrough of doing this on both Horde and Alliance, I need to pick it up because considering the amount of zones that I have to do questing in here, I'm just thinking, oh man, like what if I run out of time, to do these? I hope not, but we'll see. Thank you. You do not know how much this means to the families of the lost. You found them? Oh, thank the spirits of water. You have saved my tail fin. Our war against the Hosen rages without end, and the future of our tribe is uncertain. This is why our water speaker has decided to seek wisdom from the waters. Elder Lucian is waiting. Please deliver the instruments so that they may begin. Ooh. Meteor chip. Have you seen our lake, so calm and still? That is how we like it. Constant, unmoving. We do not bear change. I have brought the items for the ceremony.
Thank you.
Let us begin. Oh.
Let us begin. Ancient spirits of water, hear my echo through the silent deeps. Awaken from the great waters beyond. Aid your children in this time of need.
Brother, I see great darkness looming before you.
Which river led you?
Everywhere I look, the rivers have dried. But there is yet one path, one river that may carry you through these difficult times. Powerful strangers come from across the sea. Seek their strength. Add it to our own.
A great darkness. Could he mean that we must trust these strangers? These Alliance, after all?
So, I will say that I do like the Jinyu. I think they have a very interesting culture. They're just not as fun to be with as the Hosen. Like, the Jinyu are very serious. And you tend to have a more fun time with the Hosen. So, I'm a little biased. I do enjoy being with the Hosen a bit more on the Horde, but I do like the Jinyu. I saw the vision. What do you think it means? I think it is clear that you play some part in it. Indeed I do. More than you probably realize.
I'll be fine.
Okay. I love these quests. I know some people don't like them. I love them. But it's really worth... You really need to see these on both factions. That's why I'm doing both of these on both the Alliance and the Horde, because you gotta see these quests on both sides. So these are the quests now where they're like, oh my goodness, let me tell you what happened. And then we get to see the reenactment, sort of what happened by this unreliable narrator. Because remember, they went off to go do their thing while we were preparing for the ceremony. So now they're back and they're like, oh my goodness, you need to hear what happened. Please, you need to hear what we've been through. The whole damned Alliance needs to hear what we've been through here. There may not be much time left.
We had traveled north through the forest for several hours. We stopped when we found a strange fallen tree. What do you suppose happened to this tree, Sully?
Something hit it, sir. Wasn't cut down. It didn't fall on its own.
What's that over there? Some kind of bird?
No, that's a plane. Wait, a plane? That's Amber and Nim's plane. They might be alive after all.
Who are Amber and Nim? Can we follow him?
She's still breathing, sir. Get over here. Talk to her.
Amber Kiernan. They crashed and she's not looking too great. So, I have 3 abilities. Sure Strike. Strikes an enemy, dealing physical damage. Masterful Strike. Deals a large amount of physical damage. And Twin Strike. Deals an incredible amount of physical damage, knocking the target down. The monkeys attacked. I fought them off, but they'll be back with more. You did well, Agent Kiernan. Now save your energy. We'll fend them off.
Listen up, men! Prepare for a Hosen ambush! Little Lou, keep Amber alive. Sully, try and keep this plane from exploding on us. I'll hold them off as long as I can. I readied my swords for battle.
Strong attack, stronger attack, strongest attack!
I need to target something first.
Sully's nickname title is Sully the Pickle McLeary.
I need a target.
Of course, he's one-shotting them because Rel is the one telling this story. Even the general is just
Sully,
one shot.
Little Lou, our plans have changed. We need to transport Amber back to the main camp.
That's not necessary. I'll be coming with you.
You've got to be kidding me. You're nearly dead. Look at you.
No, Sully. My injuries will heal. Right now, we need to find the White Pawn.
Wait, what's the White Pawn? I thought we were attacking the Hosen.
Don't worry about me.
And that's how we found...
Rel, please, save your energy. Sully can tell them what happened next.
You know, if this player wasn't in the way.
Good to see you, friend.
You got something that needs fixing?
Yeah, we found Amber. She's alive and all that. That's about where the good news stops, though. Let's see if I can pick up where old Rel left off.
What do you need? We were still going north when we stopped near this big old clearing.
All right, agents, listen up.
He considers me an agent.
It grows late. We should set up camp for the night. Sully, do you have an axe?
No, but I can put one together in a pinch. Let's see, do you need a wood-cutting axe or a people-killing axe?
Wood cutting. Little Lou, use this axe to gather firewood.
Yes, sir.
Sully, investigate those shrines to the west. Look for signs of the White Pawn. Amber, find a good perch and give Sully some covering fire. We'll rendezvous back here.
Yes, sir. This way, Sully. I see the perfect spot. I'll hide up here in the shadows. If you run into any trouble, just shine the light on the target, and I'll take care of them.
I found an old rifle scope in my pockets. It'd have to do. If I saw anything dangerous, I'd hit it with a light, and Amber's sniper rifle would take care of the rest.
Oh, hi.
I swear, that woman never misses.
She's clearly a Hanzo main. Sorry. Oh, what a lovely looking statue. Ignore how the sky looks. Ignore how that looks. Just ignore that. But oh my goodness, what a lovely looking jade statue that is. Isn't that beautiful? Maybe we'll take a closer look at it later.
Oh, splatter! Boom! Nice one! Note to self, don't get on Amber's bad side.
No kidding. There we go. Okay. The waypoint is a little off. So it looks like those are the two shrines I gotta go check out. Sorry, I was a little confused because it kept directing me over to the camp, and I was like, why is it not showing me the shrines? I love that they added this to the game, but man, oh man, at times it does get a little confusing. It's like, oh, now it shows it once I get closer to it on the map. That is a little frustrating. It's like, oh, okay, once I actually go this way, oh, now I can actually see it marked.
I found nothing at the Northern Shrine. No Anduin, no Hosen, nothing.
I don't have a target.
Alright. Now we head that way. And go to the southwestern shrine. It's a good opportunity for us to just kind of soak in the beauty of Pandaria.
She hits him between the eyes every time. Nice shot, Amber. I found no sign of Anduin at the southwestern shrine. However, I did find a friendly raccoon who began to follow me. I decided to name him Gizmo. Hey there, little buddy. I'm gonna name you Gizmo. No! Gizmo! Amber, why? I didn't even shine my damn light! Shortly afterwards, another raccoon befriended me. I named him Socks and quickly moved on. Come on, Socks, let's get out of here before you get sniped. After scouting the 3 shrines, I headed back over to camp. Socks followed along, faithfully. Trying to sneak up on old Sully, huh?
Rip Gizmo. Come on, Socks. I love the way he said that. Like, I named him Socks and quickly moved on. After he's like, Gizmo! No!
Help! Help!
I returned to find Rel being attacked by Hosen again.
Sully! Little Lou! Anyone!
No! Rel!
Is anyone in need of medical aid?
So, now you know why old Rel's all beat up. The detective changes Sully's facial expression and quickly turns away. Is he crying?
You got something to report? I don't think I can handle the next part. Little Lou, tell him what happened next.
Hello.
I can tell you what happened next. We continue north into the forest.
See you later,
Whoa,
fellow agent.
that's a bug. Uh-oh.
Well survived the attack, but he wasn't doing very well.
Rel's condition is worsening. We must stop to rest again.
If only Mishka was here, she'd fix him up in no time.
Fellow agents, this is a Pandaran hut. The Pandaran are allies.
Good thinking, little Lou. Go find out who lives here. Take Sully with you.
And Socks?
Yes, and the raccoon. I'll watch over our commander.
The sign out front was not very welcoming.
No sign is gonna stop me and my best pal Socks.
If you saw the horde side of this, you know who lives here, and, well... This is certainly very horrifying. Look at all these statues. Most of them are Pandaran children.
The lawn was littered with small jade statues, They seemed almost lifelike.
This person sure has lots of statues.
Interesting. Look familiar?
One statue in particular stood out. I had never seen a creature like this.
Now, wait a darn minute. Is that an orc? Is the Horde here too?
After inspecting the statues, we saw a female Pandaren emerge from the house.
Before we talk to her, though... Notice all the other statues back here, too? Yeah. The creepy and terrifying part about this is the amount of them that are little children.
Oh, hello, dear.
Yes, little children. Can you help us? Our friend is injured.
Oh. Now, look at this. A Jinyu and... what is that? Some sort of beard sprite?
I'm a dwarf, ma'am. Can we borrow some food?
The beard sprite will make an excellent addition to my family.
What in blazes are you talking about?
I finally understood what was going on, but I was a second too late. Sully, those aren't statues on her lawn. She wants to turn you into jade.
Songs! No! Run, little Lou! Run away before she gets you too!
So, in case you didn't quite catch that, Socks leapt in front of Sully to save him from becoming a statue and became a statue himself. Rip Socks.
Nice to see you.
Luckily, we all made it out alive. Well, all of us except for Socks.
The loss of the raccoon is the least of our worries. Our biggest concern is that petrified orc, and what its presence means. I can tell you the rest of the story.
In case you also didn't catch that, they're more concerned about the Horde being here than their main priority, which is to find Anduin.
Hello.
The final leg of our journey took us west to a large Hosen village. We set up a small camp in the mountains, outside of their line of sight.
We made camp in the mountains. Little Lou watched over Rel.
Kill some Hosen today, Amber.
As you wish, Commander. I walked up to the top of the mountain and took hold of my sniper rifle. I found Sully waiting outside the village's entrance. Straining my eyes, I could just barely read his lips as he said,
Shoot all the guards so I can move ahead.
So, if you've been also checking out my Horde playlist, you'll probably recognize this village. Gruenkin, or Grukin. Sound familiar? Yes, this is the same village that we go to as the Horde. Just like on the Horde side,
Back there. One more time.
Pearlfin is the village we run into as Horde when they are doing this report as well.
I brought these monkeys some presents. Try not to
Sully planted some explosive barrels for me to shoot.
This one's for beating up Amber. This one's for beating up Rel. Ow! Hey! And this one is for Gizmo and Socks, you bastards!
the Hosen had nothing to do with what happened to Gizmo and Socks. Why is he dancing?
Nothing to see here. Let's keep going.
Nothing to see here. Please disperse. Nothing to see here. Feel like that could be a Naked Gun reference.
Bingo! I see a horde crate. Cover me! I'm going out in the open!
Just as I suspected, the Horde is here, in Pandaria, and they've allied with the Hosen. We need to bring this information back to Pearlfin Village, but not before shooting a few orcs in the head.
Because, you know, gotta make sure you assassinate orcs, right?
I see an opening! Here I come, Amber!
Aim true.
So there you have it. We didn't find the White Pawn, but we came back with intel that could be of even greater importance to the Alliance. The Horde have allied with the Hosen, and are arming them as we speak. They and their monkey army now outnumber us 30-1. So, she thinks that the Horde being here with the Hosen is more important than finding Anduin. Thing is, though, she's not going to be the only person on the Alliance who actually feels or thinks that way, which just goes to show the mentality of the Alliance at this point in time. Alright, we will continue this when we come back. Stay tuned.